I'm Matt Fortuna. I'm the winemaker at 50th Parallel Estate Winery. We think Lake Country is a unique area for growing grapes here in the Okanagan Valley. We're on the northern end of the Okanagan Valley, so we're slightly cooler than some of the other areas of the valley. So as a result, we've planted and focused on some varietals that do well in cooler climates. So we grow Pinot Noir and aromatic whites. We feel as though our cooler temperatures help those varietals thrive. Some unique things about Lake Country. We're situated on a ridge line that is southwest facing, so we have great afternoon sunlight exposure. And although our growing season is a bit shorter when we're in summer and we're looking for that ripening characteristic, the afternoon sun really is intensified on our vineyard and helps us get good ripeness. We also have very close proximity to the lake, so we're able to intensify that strong afternoon sun. The lake acts as a mirror, and it reflects sunlight and intensifies the sunlight rays, which is almost like having two suns. It doubles the ripening efforts during the growing season. And we also think we have some unique soil profiles here as well. We have a unique pink granite that's really old and is fractured and is really dispersed throughout the entire soil profile. And we think it's bringing some perhaps interesting minerality to the wines. We've had a beautiful fall. We've had a great 4-week span of warm, sunny weather that, although we had a late spring, this late great weather push is really bringing us to what could potentially be a great vintage. We know when our Pinot Noir grapes are ready by doing a few things, looking at a few things in the vineyard. We bring samples into the winery and we do analysis on sugar, but we're also looking at acidity. 2016, digging back in memory, it was a good vintage. All the wines we were really happy with. It was a higher yielding vintage, but again, our acidity levels were nice, our sugar levels were ripe or just above, so the flavors were good, but the acidity was bright and pronounced. And in comparison, 17, probably similar to 16, very ripe year, good acidity. 18 and 19 were softer wine years, lower alcohol, ripe but not overripe or above ripeness like we saw in 16 and 17. Our Pinot Noir, aromatically, we have, we are able to capture some fruit-forward aromatics, cherry, dark fruits, but we also have a bit of savory complexity that we can gain from our site as well. Some baking spice aromas, some cola, some interesting things outside of the fruit spectrum. And then from our site as well, we seem to get a slight bit of texture and tannin and mouthfeel that sort of accentuates and makes for a longer lasting wine on your palate. I pair everything with Pinot Noir. It works really well with roasts or steaks. Because we have that texture in our Pinot naturally, it can handle a steak, it can handle red meat or roast. I like it with pasta. I have Italian heritage. I'm always eating, Sunday red sauce and pasta, so it's great with that. Yeah, it's a food wine for sure. To be a Canadian and making wine, we're blessed with really great growing conditions and really great weather, and we have ripe, beautiful fruit-forward flavors in most years. So I feel very fortunate to be here in the valley. Surprises or challenges for 2020, we were concerned. We had a really cool, wet, late start to the summer, and we were, there was concern for maybe an underripe year, which we get, 1 out of 10 years. It's not very often, but this early on was showing the potential to be that. But once summer came, it didn't leave us, and we've been warm and sunny for almost 8 weeks straight now. My favorite thing about harvest is the high energy and the excitement that is happening here in the winery. We're so hands-on and involved, and there's so much happening, and you're using all your senses, you're tasting, you're smelling, it's all over you, it's physical, it's hands-on, it's really the best time of the year.